Hi, this is David, and I'm one of the instructors for the Guitars for Vets program. Today I'd like to talk about something that'll make it a little bit easier to play the guitar if you're just beginning. When you're first starting out, it's going to be a little bit difficult to hold your fingertips down on these strings and push down repeatedly, and you'd like to have that be as easy as possible. So on the guitar, how far the strings have to travel is called the action. So when we're getting ready to work on the guitar, we got to have music. So let's get some good music going here. I'm going to show you what action really is. We're going to look at the distance the string has to travel to meet the fretboard. Okay? So usually on an acoustic guitar, from the 7th fret up, that's a little bit higher. So if we can lower that, it'll make things easier. So there's a truss rod going through the neck of the guitar, and a lot of acoustic guitars have the adjustment nut down here by the sound hole, up underneath the fretboard here. Yep, right there. So you would take the wrench that came with the guitar, and very gently kind of put that in there and feel your way. Get that to seat in there. It's not a bad idea to take a black Sharpie marker and make a mark on the tool right there, so at least you know where you started. You can put it back. And sometimes on these guitars there's going to be a tool like this instead of an Allen wrench. It's going to be more of a wrench like that. Usually you get an Allen wrench. So when you adjust a truss rod on a guitar, you always loosen it first to see what happens, and you're only going to loosen it about a quarter of a turn. You're just going to turn a little bit, and in that little bit you're going to learn a lot. Is it loose? Is it tight? Did it crack? If they crack, they haven't been adjusted for a while. It's okay. It's just kind of a guitar stretching its bones back out again. But you're going to turn that left a little bit and see what happens. Before you do that, you're going to take a straight edge and lay it gently on the fretboard, and you're going to bump into the 1st fret very gently and see what happens. If it glides right over the fret and you can't feel it, it's a very straight neck. If it bumps into it a little bit and then hops over, you got a little bit of relief in the neck, and relief in the neck means the center is like this. Some bow in the neck means the center of the fretboard is going to come up to meet the strings. If your neck is actually bowing somewhat, this straight edge is going to rock back and forth on that high point. Normally you want a pretty straight neck with a little bit of a bump into the 1st fret with a little bit of relief. That's normally what we would do. So we're going to adjust this real slightly. We're going to turn it a quarter of a turn. Okay, there was some good resistance there. It didn't crack very loud. And it's a good sign that the truss rod is working properly. And you probably don't want to turn this more than a full turn or 3/4 of a turn in one day. If it really needs to be turned more than that, you can wait a day and let the wood acclimate to the movement. Just being a little bit gentle on the guitar. And most of the times you won't have to turn it more than a half turn one way or the other to achieve a good action on your acoustic guitar. So I'm going to show you real quick the other guitar. Sometimes we have the truss rod adjustment. It's going to be up here. And you're going to remove this little piece right here, usually just with a fine Phillips. It turns right out. And then the adjustment is going to be down in here. So you throw that in there. If in fact that was the right one. Okay, so we got this one to bite. Again, you could take and make a mark right here on the top of the wrench so you know where you can start. We're going to loosen this a quarter of a turn. There was some moderate pressure there, it didn't crack. Do the quick measurement here. Yep, it bumps into it, so there's some relief in there. Or we could tighten it. And if we turn this clockwise, the neck is going to bow up. So you just do that until you get the playability that you want. We can put this back together again. Always use the right size Phillips screwdriver and don't strip out those little teeny screws. They're hard to get. Okay. I hope this helped you guys. If you have any questions, I'd certainly like to do some more of these for you. But as always, I appreciate what the veterans have done for the country. I really do. My heart goes out to you. God bless you all. And I certainly hope to play guitar with you someday. Thanks.